Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're here for the first time, make sure that you click that subscribe button. We are trying to grow. We're not even at 100 subscribers yet, so you're getting in on the ground floor. So if you're like me and you're looking to see what you can do to become more sovereign, more prepared, and you're like me and you watch other really well-off YouTubers that are buying ranches in rural places in the country or properties in foreign countries to diversify their risk, and you're in a position like me that I cannot replicate what they're doing at this time, what can you do to keep yourself safe and prepared for the things that are surely coming this summer and this fall? For me, the biggest thing that I can do that doesn't take a lot of effort, it doesn't take a lot of money, and it doesn't take a lot of wisdom is to buy food. And you know, I don't think it's necessarily the greatest idea to go buy 100-pound bags of wheat kernels if you've never ground wheat in your life and made bread, right? That's not something that I would do because that's not something I would even know how to use if times got really tough. For me, the best thing I can do is look inside my fridge, look inside my freezer, look inside my pantry, and see what I actually eat and go buy 3 times that amount over the next few weeks. When I go to the grocery store, I'm not just buying for the next couple weeks, I'm buying for the next couple months. So my wife and I, we have, I'd like to think probably about 4 to 6 months of food, possibly more, depending on how hungry I am. You know, I guess it really depends. We've diversified across different categories, you know, canned meats and stuff in the freezer, berries. We do have rice, quinoa. I would like to get some more whey protein. Olive oil, things are staples, not just some stuff I wouldn't know how to use. I'm using stuff that I actually use in my everyday life right now, and I will be happy to use it if times got really tough because I'm eating it when times are pretty good. Not necessarily financial advice, but JP Morgan has already said the national average for gas will exceed $6 this summer. Right now it is a little over $4.50. In California, the average in California is already over $6. So if you live out west, I think Nevada was like $5.50, something like that. Alaska, Hawaii in the high fives. Fill up your gas tank now. Gas is good for at least 3 months, 3 to 6 months. If you don't do anything to it, it will still have the same potency after 3 months. It kind of does deteriorate. The bond that it is it's not natural for it to be in the condition it is when it's sent to the gas station. Myself, we have 4 5-gallon jerry cans that we can fill up, and if you use fuel additive that you can get from any auto parts store, the ones that are about this big, it is good for 20 gallons of gas, and that'll preserve your gas for up to 2 years and keep the same potency. So if gas does go to $7, $8, $9, $10 a gallon this summer, you can offset that cost if you have some gas either in your tank or in a jerry can somewhere. And then obviously, you know, being wise and prudent in the trips that you need to make. If you have an extra car that you're not using as much as you probably thought that you would, now is a great time to sell it. Even though the used car prices have come down a little bit, they are still at a serious premium compared to where they were a year and a half ago because of the chip shortages. Dealerships are not even able to sell the new cars, 2022 cars that are on their lots right now because they're not complete. They can't run. So we live in the Midwest. There are a lot of plants that produce cars, and there are literally gigantic parking lots full of cars that are not being sent to the dealerships because they are missing microchips. And this is something that is not going to improve over the next 6 months. Right now, the markets are down significantly. Doesn't matter what you were invested in, it's down at least 20% from where it was a year ago, unless you had physical gold bullion, because even gold miners, gold ETFs, they're all down. And this is not financial advice, but I am personally dollar cost averaging into things that are a hedge against inflation, such as gold miners, silver miners, physical silver bullion. I have quite a few ounces kept in a safe location. So you know, it's not going to get you rich overnight. It probably won't get you rich at all, but the likelihood that it is able to help you preserve your purchasing power over the next 20 years is significantly high, and there will be opportunities where there are serious runs and spikes, especially on silver because of its industrial use. Now would be a great time if you missed out on Bitcoin when it was $10, $15, $20,000 a year and a half ago. Now is a great time to buy. It's sitting around $30,000. I would advise only invest what you are comfortable seeing lose an additional 30%. We don't know where the market bottom is, but we don't try to time the market bottom, right? We try to catch waves. We're not trying to catch bullets. So I don't know if it's going to go down to 20,000. I don't know if it's going to go back up from here. And it really doesn't matter to me because I believe in its utility in the long run. Same thing with all commodities. We're entering a commodity super cycle. So everything from fertilizer to lumber to wheat to lithium, nickel, copper, again, gold and silver, uranium. Any way you can get yourself exposed to these type of investments through an ETF, through an index fund, this is a fantastic. There's never been a better time to get into commodities, and never been a safer time where we know that these things are going to explode over the next 10 years. It may not be over the next year, but if you have a long enough time horizon and you're looking to preserve whatever wealth you have now, like me, I don't have the kind of money to buy acres and acres of farmland and be able to put my money in offshore bank accounts. That's not the kind of person I am, and if you're watching, you're probably not in that position either. And so it's really difficult for me to sit back and listen to some of these really wealthy YouTubers who've already made 30 years of great financial investments to be able to flaunt what they're doing now. I'm not in a position to do that. So I need to do what's right for me in this moment. Go in your garage. Go around your house. Find things that you don't need, you don't use, that have value. List them on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Craigslist. Clean out your house and put that money into something that will preserve your wealth. Now, not everything that's in your house is going to lose value. A used bicycle probably going to be worth the same amount, if not more, in the future, especially if it's a high-end brand. So not everything in your house needs to be just on a fire sale, but electronics, go around your house. There's probably an extra phone, extra laptop. Get online, get rid of it so you can put that money in your pocket and put that money to use. These are just some examples. Again, not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do with your life. I'm just telling you these are wise and prudent things to do that I can guarantee over the next 5 years you will be really grateful that you did at least one of them. Even if it's just filling up your fridge with food. The President of the United States has already told us there is going to be massive food shortages. All the top investment banks and economists are telling us this is coming. This is not fear-mongering. This is just coming. The supply chain is being stretched way too thin. Diesel prices are hitting record highs, meaning that it's going to cost trucking companies too much to bring product to market. So you can expect to see less and less of these things in your grocery store in the weeks to come. Probably they're predicting by the end of the summer, the beginning of the fall, there are going to be massive food shortages. So why wait when you can do something about it now? Are the prices, yes, are they higher than they were a year ago? Yes, but they're still reasonable enough, and there's still enough stuff in every grocery store, Walmart, everywhere that carries food. There is still enough food on the shelf, variety. You're not just getting the scraps or ripped open bags. There's stuff left over, and now's a great time to prepare. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Again, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching. God bless. Have a great day.